what you need, tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. Someone tell the wrist I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, you don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstated, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when I breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the wrist I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh.
All right, Coach, it's a picturesque afternoon for football in the Northeast, and EA Sports comes to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Ready. Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter rock. Turn it up. We giving a show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind?
All right, Coach, it's a picturesque afternoon for football in the Northeast, and EA Sports comes to you from MetLife Stadium, just across the Hudson River from New York City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the New York Jets. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go. 26-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 50-70. Indy.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Kamara. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Back to throw is Evans. Off play action. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. They'll run on first down. Barrow. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw. Ready?
They'll try the left side. Barrow. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
They go play action here on first down. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Come on, let's go. 80 weapons.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Evans now. From the gun, he'll throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Here we go. 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Go 50 hands to the mic. Let's go.
Hey, Sam off. Back. Go.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, after last week, we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's a handoff to Cohen running right. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
7 yards there and a first down.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
Line it. 15 line. Hey, Jet. Hit it.
And a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6. At the 20.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Easy work. This easy work, and it's coming.
18 Gator.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike,
5.
On 2nd down, Barrow. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Check 37. Check 37. 61. Matchbox.
On first down, Barrow. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, Barrow. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Evans. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Now.
From the 24, McSorley. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
They'll buy some time right. And it's complete. Hooper. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Here's McSorley on 1st and 10. Able to slither by. That is caught by Cohen. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Of course, he was solid last week. AFC Offensive Player of the Week award. 2 touchdowns in that game.
Yeah, he's playing at a level right now where he's just breaking down defenses. Makes me remember when I was playing and my defensive back coach told me, listen, if you give up a touchdown pass, that's on me. I didn't coach you well enough. If you give up a second one, that's on you. And if there's a third one, I'm getting someone else in the game.
At the 43-yard line.
Come on, set. 10-2 soft.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
On 2nd and 12, McSorley firing quickly here, and that's complete. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
That's another Jets first down.
15 Ready.
McSorley, 1st and 10. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Down. 90 Wolf.
Looking to throw on 1st and 10. Here's McSorley. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
8-3.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Tariq Cohen. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
2nd and 4. Buying time to his left. And he will find his man on the outside. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
22 Jet Bombers. 22 Jet Bombers. Let's go. Let's go. Get set.
They run the counter. Barrow. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
We'll to remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Evans, operating from the gun. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Don't get nervous.
Out of the shotgun, McSorley. And finding the tight end, Hooper. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He's going to go up. Got him, and it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. D.D. Westbrook, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the 2nd half. Try and go 2-for-1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And some room to maneuver. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there as the 1st half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat...
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And from this spot in the field to the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On second down, it's McSorley. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. McSorley from the shotgun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Ready. 70. Indy. 54. Hey, Zoo.
Here's McSorley now, 3rd and long. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. John Ross, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. McManus's point after is good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of this. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 30, 10. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 76 yards. As his guys are back within a single score. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. And an alley to run. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 10-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Throwing is McSorley. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Austin Hooper, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll run on first down. Barrow. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big-time play there for the Texans. 43 yards on the ground. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. So that flag will cost them 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on first and 10. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the ground, Kamara. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was first and 5, not first and 10. So now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just second and short coming up.
On second down, Barrow. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. As his guys are back within a single score. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
he would have
Hayes?
kissed it on the ground.
On second and 11 now. McSorley going deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. John Ross, 76 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Elsewhere, second half is underway up in Orchard Park. The Bills have taken the lead late in that ball game. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. On first down, Barrow. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally, and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
8-3. Hard. Sit.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Texans 22.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
Watch his slant. Watch his slant. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he completes it to Cohen. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. O'Shane Ximines able to record his 5th sack of the season. Back to throw. Evans. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Evans throwing on 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 82 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's into the clear. The 20, 10. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Tariq Cohen with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
From the 31, McSorley. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practice.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Ready. So don't say nothing. Five.
Now Evans on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. O'Shane Zimenez in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It's 2nd down.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. Evans. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he gets it down to the 32. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
22 jet bomber. Watch the whip. Take 4.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Evans. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they'd have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Hey, Delta. Hey, one set. Chopper. Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Saw man coverage on the perimeter, and that was a pretty good throw. And it's one of those ones that wasn't an easy catch, but it's one that he thinks that he should have come down with, although I'm sure the opposing cornerback would beg to differ.
They run. This is Cohen. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe. Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it? Yep. Now they'll run it with Cohen. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably. They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way. And not in any rush offensively. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now this is fielded in the end zone. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escape, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
He's not going to get me.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, wide open, complete. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go. But they certainly aren't afraid to dial up the long ball, and fans dig the long ball. And they absolutely needed it, and guess what? They got it. How about that?
And now a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up. A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2.
Recon, 132 fighter.
He's back to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. Hey, Charlie. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Big grip.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here's McSorley to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Intended for D.B. Westbrook. Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.